with all these opportunities, students will need to be very well prepared. And it seems like a combination of quantitative skills to justify investments and to hit KPIs, as well as qualitative skills. Can you talk about some of the combination of those? Because private equity is a long game. It is not a high frequency trading type of strategy. It's quite the opposite, where there's very long standing relationships that can take years. Maybe you discuss on the J curve, but it's quite different from what some might think of as short transactions.
Yes, that is also a very, very good point that I love talking about. So if you think about the private equity industry compared to, other industries that may have high turnover, private equity does not. And part of the reason for that is that 5 to 10 year J curve. In order to see an exit from an investment and capital that you've put in the ground, it typically takes 5 to 10 years. Something may go south before it goes north, but ultimately you want to get to the top of the J, and that means value has been created, and you want to exit the asset and get a return. Given the time frame for that and the incentives aligned with the investor, investors like to sit around for a while and not change jobs very often, so that they can see the fruit of their labor. They can see the investments that they've created come to fruition. So for those reasons, being in this industry is very much a people industry, as it is sort of a quantitative metrics industry. And I say, while you have some of the smartest people in the industry from a quantitative perspective, there's also that hugely qualitative element where there is this network you need to build. If you ask any investor launching a fund, you'll probably, one of the questions you may ask them is about their proprietary sourcing network. What makes you able to find deals that other people cannot find? And typically that has to do with having a really, really good network and having calculated ways to utilize that network. Do you have a quarterly breakfast with a group of people that share investment ideas? Do you attend conferences? Do you have a Rolodex of people who you know will send deals your way? And I think this goes back to the point that we made earlier about having a global community around you, or at least the community in which you plan to work in, whether that's kind of more localized, but just having casting a wide net to people, whether that's online or in person, and being that go-to person for deal sourcing, and the person that people think of when they have something that may be interesting from an investment perspective. So that's all the qualitative side, and I think that is often almost harder to cultivate sometimes than the quantitative technical side, where you just sit in front of a computer and practice many, many times how to do financial modeling. So there's no kind of roadmap on how to create the perfect network. But I think by just trial and error, showing up, giving back to the communities that we previously discussed, like GFIN and others, you do continuously hone that qualitative network that you're building.